Hey guys, it's your girl TT, and thank you guys for subscribing to my channel so far, and welcome back to another video. Today in this video I'll be talking about how I cope with my depression. But before we go into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Guys, remember, everyone deal with depression a different way. My way may not be your way, and your way may not be my way. So I found myself suffering from depression maybe about a year and a half ago. I suffered from depression and anxiety. My depression came from loneliness. In my other video, I told you guys that I'm here in America alone. You know, only my dad is here, and I wasn't that close to my dad. I find myself start getting lonely, then I find my adrenaline starting to race, start getting anxiety, start like if something is gonna happen, I start panicking and all those stuff. How I found out I had depression, I went to a therapist and I started speaking to my therapist about what's going on with me. I started speaking to my therapist about how I feel. I did had suicidal thoughts. At times, I just like blank out. I didn't want to speak to no one, didn't want to go nowhere, didn't want to do anything. The most I was doing, and at that time, I was working 3 days a week only. So I was home 4 days. So I had a lot of time on my hand. And I find myself, the only thing I was doing was just getting up and shower. And that's all. Sometimes I didn't eat. Sometimes to be honest, I didn't even want to take a shower, and I kind of had to push myself to go take a shower. Back to back, I wasn't coming out of my house. Only thing I was doing, it was just laying up. And then after going to my therapist, she started telling me, hey Tia, you need to start to do new stuff, start to go out, meet friends and what's not. So my first step was starting to exercise. I started to do exercise twice a week. And twice a week I used to go to the gym, I used to exercise, and I felt myself starting to feel a little bit better. Then I stopped going to the gym. When I stopped going to the gym, my depression came down on me more heavier. And I was like, oh, I don't want to go to the gym, it's so hard and all that stuff. So after going back to her, talking to her, she said, you know what, your depression is coming from, you know, your family. You need to speak to your dad and all that stuff. After I start communicating with my dad, communicate with my sisters and brothers on my dad's side, I realized I started to feel totally different. My depression didn't go away all at once, because now at times I still have that feeling sometimes, but it's not like before. I find myself, my depression had allowed me to shop. I used to go to the mall. I used to buy all kind of stuff that I didn't need. I used to be going out, buying this, buying that, spending a lot of money on unnecessary stuff. And all these stuff comes with depression, and all this stuff comes with anxiety. Sometimes I'll go to the store and I buy something, and then when I get back home, I would say, oh my God, why did I buy this? Or, you know, days after, I would say, I might as well take this back to the store. I don't want it anymore. And that's how I felt. But my adrenaline, my anxiety allowed me to go ahead and purchase this stuff, something that I didn't even need. And I cut that out completely. Like, I stopped using my credit cards. I only had one bank card, and my one bank card, I put a limit on it. And the limit was only for me to pay my rent, only for me to buy food. So I budgeted myself to only spend a certain limit amount of money because of my spending habit, because of my depression. And then after I start cutting that out, I start going back to the gym. I started to eat a little bit different. I cut certain meats out. I wasn't eating meat for a little while, and I was eating vegetables, and I gained a lot of weight from my depression. Because people would say, oh, you're not eating you will lose weight. But for me, I wasn't eating and I was gaining a lot of weight. And starting to go through my therapy session, I still go to my therapy session. I go once a week. But now my therapy session is every other week. So it's not like before when I was doing my first session of therapy. I used to go every week, and my first few weeks I was like, oh, this therapy is just taking all my money. I'm feeling like I'm not even getting any results. And going down maybe like the 6th week or 7th week, I realized, wow, I started to feel a little bit different. I started to get a lot of results. I started to feel a little bit more lighter because I started to write down stuff that I want. And that's one thing that helped me too. I will have my book and I write down my goal for each month. And I'll say each month I want to save $500 this month. And I'll write down that goal. And me fulfilling that goal start helping me a lot too. And I'll say, okay, this month I want to treat myself to go do my nails, and even things like that too. Like sometimes you have to go out and treat yourself. Go do your nails, ladies. Go do your toes. Sometimes go out to a restaurant. Take yourself out to eat, because I've done that a lot by myself. Like I'll take myself out to eat. I'll take myself out on a dinner date. I'll take myself out on a lunch date. And that used to help me, because I know at the end of the day my partner is not here with me physically. And my families are not, my mom, my sisters, they are not here with me. But I had to break out of that, because at the end of the day, as I said, they all are counting on me. They all are looking up to me. And I know my sister look up to me. My nieces look up to me. They all look up to me. So I had to try to break out of that depression. And a lot of times I had suicidal thoughts. And sometimes when I have suicidal thoughts, I'll just go take a shower or go to the gym, do something, try to take that out of your mind. And one thing my therapist told me, she was like, a lot of therapists are gonna tell you, oh, go on medication, go take pills or what's not. One thing she recommended for me not to do, she was like, I'm not seeing that you need to take pills. I'm seeing that you need to start doing stuff for yourself, because I was doing for everyone. I never used to take care of myself. I was taking care of everyone else. Start doing a lot of stuff for yourself. And I find me doing a lot of stuff for myself, it start helping me. And as I said, write stuff down, set goals, set goals that you want for yourself. Set a month goal, set a 6 months goal. And you accomplish that goal, you will feel much better about yourself. And me going to the therapy, going back and forth to therapy helped me a lot. So I really would advise you guys to go to therapy if you're going through this. And one thing I want to say to everyone, if you ever have a friend that feels like that friend is going through stuff, remember, always check on your friend. The one that always say that they're okay, they are never okay. Check on your friend. That is very important, because when I never told none of my friends how I felt. None of my friends knew what was going on with me. And then after my therapist say, have you told your friend? I haven't even told my mom how I felt. And she was like, have you told your friend? Have you told anyone what's going on with you? And I said, no, I haven't said anything to anyone, because I had that mentality in my mind that, oh, everyone is going to look down on you, because I knew I had told someone that I felt very depressed. And they were saying, oh, it's all in your mind. You just need to go do stuff and go do this and go do that. But a lot of people don't understand what is depression. Me, myself, even though I'm going through it, I did not understand what it was, because I was doubting myself. I was saying, oh, you cannot be depressed. Oh, what is depression? I used to say that a lot. But remember, always check on your friends. Because when I start telling my friends how I feel, they was like, oh, you could have said something. Oh, they never know. But when you realize that you have a friend that used to check on you all the time, and you realize, oh, you're not hearing from that friend, check on your friend. It's very important. The strong ones are the one that is going through stuff and pretend that everything is okay. Because a lot of times I pretend that I am okay and I am not okay. And a lot of times I used to be going home from work, and I used to just sit in my car and I used to cry, and I used to like say, oh my God, I just want to cry. But what I want to cry for, I really don't know. And my emotions, my hormones, everything started to drive wild. I don't know what was going on. And when I start talking to my therapy and I say, hey, this is how I feel. And she said, anytime you feel like you want to cry, Tia, just cry. And it's okay to cry. It's always okay to cry. And it's always okay to tell people what is going on with you. Don't care if they judge you. Don't care if they talk about you, because they may be going through stuff and not saying it. So always speak up. Tell someone how you feel. Always talk to your family. Talk to friends. And go out, take yourself on lunch date, take yourself, buy something, like plans for the month. Say, hey, I'm gonna treat myself this month to my nails, or I'm gonna treat myself. Always take care of yourself. You always have to look out for yourself. You can't always look for people, because at the end of the day, when you need people, no one is there for you. And I knew that. I had to learn that for myself, because I remember when I was going through my situation, no one was there. Like, I won't say no one was there for me, because I didn't open up to a lot of people, and I didn't tell a lot of people what was going on for me. And I didn't have any support. Only my partner was behind me, and my little sister, she knew what was going on, because I used to tell her how I feel. But those were the only people that knew what was going on. And I say this and trust in God, because if I did not trust in God, I'm telling you, I would not reach this far. I am not perfect, but sometimes we have to take a leap of faith. And me trusting in God is what is holding me up to today. Like, a lot of times I would just sit and look at the plug, and I would say, I wish I would just commit suicide, or I wish I would just do this, or I wish I would just take my life. That's how I felt at one point. But to be honest, no, I don't feel like that, because I start doing a lot of stuff for myself. I start taking care of myself, and I start doing things for Tia. So before I end this video, I just want to let you guys know, it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay to say that you're going through a depression. It's fine. Like, we all go through these stuff. We all have anxiety. We all have depression. And we all have these stuff. It's okay. But remember, do stuff for you. Look for yourself. No one is going to do anything for you but you. No one is going to love you like how you love yourself. Love yourself first. Love comes from within. And when you start loving yourself, you realize things is going to start to look better for you. Start going out. Start going to the gym. Do a lot of outdoor stuff where you can meet people. You see a lot of people. And if you're living here by yourself, go out. If you live in your apartment, most apartment these days have gyms. Most apartment have community areas. Go make friends. It's okay to talk to people. It's okay to be friendly. It's okay to welcome a stranger into your life. It's okay. And trust in God. Put God at the beginning of everything, and you will see a lot of things work out for you. Remember to say your prayers. Thank Father God for waking you up each morning. Thank Father God for bringing you through a day. Only God will help you get through what you're going through. So guys, I want to thank you all for watching this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your family about Life with TT. I really do appreciate everyone for watching my channel and everyone for subscribing to my channel. And just remember, it's okay not to be okay.